Hey guys, it's Mr. Sitar again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the DIACLARA case for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This one sells on Amazon for about $15.99, and the reason I chose this case because I wanted to find out what they call a full body cover looks like. That means there's a 360 protections on the phone, so it goes all the way around. There's a one cover for the front, the back, and the side and everything. So let's take a look, see what this one is all about. Let's just open that up. All right, nothing in there. And some instructions. Okay, so let's take a look at this case. Now, as you can see, there is a protection. There's a plastic cover in the front and the back. Let's take a look to see how this one goes. So it says you got to push this in. There we go. So this is the part that goes in the front. Now, the warning they put right in the front is make sure there is no screen protector on your phone before installing it. So if you do have any kind of screen protector, a screen protector like I have on these ones, you do have to remove them because they say it does affect the sensitivity of the touchscreen. So if you do have that, unfortunately, you will have to remove that or not put in your phone. So let's take a look. All right, so you remove. You want, so let's remove this part here. That's the bottom part. I believe this one goes right in here. Okay, so now this is just covering the front aspect of it. Pretty good. Yeah, I can already see a problem here, maybe. Because it's, well, let's see what the front one looks like. Okay, let's put the back cover on it. All right, there we go. You just got to press it. Let's remove the screen. Let's remove the back one. Well, right off the bat, it looks very clean. Now let's just go over some of the dimensions here that they say. There is a raised bevel in the front all the way around, which is a 1.5 millimeter raised bevel all the way around. And on the camera, you have what they're saying is a 4.7 millimeter raised bevel. More than enough to cover the phone. If you lay it straight, it's not going to be, the phones will not be touching the table at all here. Well, you do, unfortunately, I did get some bubbles in here, so that's not very good. You do get a little bit of an air here around the camera. It's not a perfect fit in the back. That's a little annoying. Let's take a look at the responsiveness of the screen. Well, it's pretty responsive there, you know. Well, it works pretty well there. Let's take a look at the side ones here, the buttons here. You have some small raised buttons here. Yeah, they're pretty smooth, not too hard. Work pretty well. Only issue is getting to the on and off button here. This is well inside, so if you don't have long nails, it's going to be pretty hard getting to that button. That's the only thing. I mean, I really have to push my finger in there so I can turn that on and off. So there is a good amount of depth there, a little more than I liked because I do use that button a lot just to mute stuff. So that you really have to look at it on that part. Now they're saying the edges are made of, once again, TPU bumpers, which I think we talked about the last times, better than just the silicone ones. They do have an extra protection on the edges, what they call this shock protection. So there are extra edges protection, so that's a big plus on that. And on the front, it's not affecting the ID in any way, so that's pretty good. It feels very secure. I don't see any fingerprints in the back. Now they do say on the description is scratch resistance, so I'll have to test that out later. But I don't see any fingerprints, so that's pretty good. It does feel a little bulky. I mean, they say this, just the cover itself is about a 2.89 ounce. That's what it says. So it's adding a little bit of a weight to it. And it does feel a little bulky. So, I mean, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is a big phone to begin with. And this is adding a good amount of dimension to the edges. So yeah, it's making the phone feel way bigger. So if people with small hands, this is going to be even tougher getting to the screen and stuff like that, because the thickness is a good amount on it. It doesn't feel slippery, so that's good. Now, one thing, as you can see right away here, can we catch that? You can see fingerprints on the front screen. So that could be an issue there. Let me just wipe that. Let's take a look again. Oh yeah, you can definitely see smudges clearly. Now the back one, as I said, I'm not seeing, but I think if you look at it at an angle, I think you can see some smudges. But the big thing that's annoying is right here, I see a big air bubble. I don't have to get that out. There are some small air bubbles in the back too. That's a little annoying. So overall impression, not a big fan of it, because the phone is already big to begin with, and this is adding a good amount of bulkiness for me. I mean, it's good that it's giving you 360 protection, but it's adding a good amount of thickness to it. So I guess some people will like it, but not a big fan of that. Let's also test the charging. They did mention that it is capable of charging, so let's test that. Let's see if it works here. There you go. Well, it did, so that's a big plus. It caught it right away. Yeah, that definitely works, folks. So that's pretty good. It's also adding a good amount of thickness to the bottom too. That's my only thing. But overall, I'm not a big fan of it. You know, the phone already big. I don't want to add any more thickness to the phone. But it does provide you with good security on the protection-wise. I mean, you're paying $1,000 for the phone, and this will definitely give you the protection, but too many fingerprints for me on that sense. Well, anybody else using it, you can definitely send me your feedback on it. And I'll get another one to review. Another case. If there's any case you want me to review, just jot it down below. And as always, like and subscribe, please. Thank you. I'll see you later.